Good evening everybody. I am Dr. Puneet Nayak, CMD of Prettislim Clinics. Prettislim is an 11-year-old chain of slimming and health clinics located in the city of Mumbai. And over a period of time, we have seen that during the festival season, most of our clients have the problems of weight gain and they are not able to maintain a healthy food regimen. And we have a lot of clients coming post Diwali, post festival season with the problem of weight gain. We get a very common queries from our clients that how to maintain ourselves in this festival season. So definitely when we talk of festivals, especially festival of Diwali, it is India's one of the biggest festivals which is celebrated all across the country. And food is definitely an important part of the festival season. But definitely I would like to advise all my clients and all my viewers that in its essence, food is not the only part of the festivals. The basic essence of festival is the festival, then it is a feeling of togetherness, feeling of sharing, feeling of being happy, feeling with the loved ones, and then comes definitely enjoying the festivals. That means adding the food and delicacies which are the part of the festivals. So anybody who is a weight conscious or fitness conscious, it does not mean at all that you can't celebrate festivals or you have to shy away from the festivals or you have to get frightened because of the festivals, that festivals are coming and I won't be able to maintain my regimen. Like for anything in our life, everything we can plan, and if we do a proper planning, festivals will not add any problems as far as your weight and fitness regimen goes. A little planning will save you a lot of troubles later. So that is why I have come up with this series, and we are talking about that celebrate, don't hesitate, so that you can enjoy all the festivities which are part of the festival of Diwali and the coming new year also, and still you can maintain yourself in a healthy weight, healthy shape, and your fitness regimen does not goes for a toss. So I invite your questions now. You can ask your questions related to festivals and your health and fitness, and I would be delighted to answer those.
Yes, doctor. We've already got a first question from the user Chitra More. Her question is, how to avoid weight gain during Diwali?
Okay, thanks Chitra for joining us. I welcome you. And your question is very correct, that how to avoid the weight gain during Diwali. So as I was talking earlier, that if you take some precautions during Diwali, you can definitely maintain your weight and you can celebrate your festival also. So when we talk of food, there are many aspects of food. What you cook at home, what you eat when you go to visit people, and what you eat when you are at parties. So whatever you are cooking at home is definitely under your more control, right? So cook all kind of variety of foods, not only sweets. Or even if you're getting from outside, it's not only the sweets which should be the more focus on. Rather than, we can also have celebrate festivals with dry fruits, or nowadays it's very commonly you can find sugar-free sweets made up of anjeer, made up of dates, which are equally tasty and nutritious also. And nowadays you are also getting so many artificial sweeteners like stevia and sugar-free, which could also help you to enjoy the delicacies without going overboard on the sugar. So if you plan in advance and you can make your sweets with either the dry fruits or the sugar-free options, you will avoid the extra carb and the extra starches which goes in the form of sugars during this festival seasons. Similarly, when you visit people's home, definitely do not go empty stomach. Eat something at home and then go. Obviously, when you visit somebody and somebody puts a plate of sweets in front of you, it will sound too rude to say no to everything. So here the key is portion control. So take a small quantity of sweets and eat it slowly. So by the time the host is not only focusing on you, they have other guests to attend also. So if you take some, their purpose is solved and they'll move their attention from somebody else. And you can keep eating it slowly, and you can enjoy the dish also, and simultaneously you will not eat too much. Similarly, if you go for parties, then start with something which are lighter, like starts with salads or soups, rather than start gorging first on the sweets. So keep the heavy things for the last and keep the portion control there also. So you will be able to enjoy the festivals and you will not have problems of weight gain because of extra sweets during Diwali.
Our next question comes from Siddesh Nayak, who's just joined the chat. He asked, if I am exercising every day, can I afford to eat more sweets in Diwali?
Welcome, Siddesh. It's very nice to hear that you exercise daily and you are so fitness conscious. It's really nice thing that you are maintaining a good schedule. But having said that, exercising daily does not give you a license to gorge on the sweets daily. Like on everything, you have to maintain discipline, and more than the discipline, it's a portion control which is the more focus on. So if you're eating a little bit of sweet, then it is okay. But if you're gorging say 5 ladoos a day or 10 burfis a day, then definitely the exercise what you're doing daily is not going to compensate the extra amount of sweets which you're eating. So if you strike a balance, then you can enjoy all the festivals and all the sweets.
Nilay Shekhawat wants to ask whether will using artificial sweeteners be useful in the preparations of food?
When we talk of artificial sweeteners, definitely there is a debate worldwide over the use of artificial sweetener, and there are some side effects which have been associated with artificial sweeteners also. But again, I will come to the issue of moderation. That if you use everything in moderation, it may work out just fine. And nowadays we have in better stevia, which is a herbal, which is a powder of a herb. That is also an artificial sweetener which has come, and which is considered quite safe as per as the latest studies.
Okay. The next question is from Ronika. She asked whether the normal quantity of mithais, how many can she have to avoid extra weight loss?
Welcome, Ronika, to the chat. And as far as I had previously answered the same questions in a different manner, that you can enjoy all the festivities, all the delicacies, as far as you keep a tab on the quantity. So rather than having 4 to 5 laddus or burfis or gulab jamuns, if you balance, you will have say 1 a day or 2 a day, depending on the occasion or depending on the time, whether you're in a party or visiting somebody. That way you can strike a balance. And the next part is that if you think that sometimes you have gone overboard and you have taken more than what you feel is appropriate, then you can learn to compensate the next day. It also happens sometimes that howsoever much we plan or we think, sometimes we just gorge on few things, or sometimes few things are so tasty, provided you have a discipline to compensate next day or in the week after say Diwali, where you can do detoxification and you can remove those extra calories what you have consumed during, and you can maintain some healthy nutritious diet during those detox period. You can learn to compensate and you can avoid a weight.
Meal diet for diabetes patients during Diwali.
Welcome, Reena. So if you're asking about diabetes is definitely a disease in which you have to avoid extra sugar and extra carbohydrates. So definitely if a diabetic has to be extra cautious, and as I had mentioned, you can definitely try the artificial sweeteners, stevia, or the natural sweeteners, dates in a limited quantities. And you would obviously have to be more careful than the people who are non-diabetic as far as sweets are considered. But if you take extra precautions or the calories part, if you will substitute snack with your full meals, you will also lose on the nutritious aspect of what you would have got from your regular meals. So it's not only about the calories, it's also about the nutrition. You need to maintain your daily intake of protein, healthy fats, vitamins, nutrients, micronutrients which are there, which you are not going to get from only the snacks what you are going to eat, the fried and the sweet snacks. So it's not a recommended option that you substitute your Diwali snacks with your regular meals. But yes, if you have eaten a heavy snack, you can compensate your next meal by reducing the quantity, so that you do not got overboard as far as calorie and carbohydrates are concerned.
The next question is from Shaina Sethi. She asks, how should I stay fit and eat healthy during Diwali with the help of activities, physical activities?
Shaina. Her name is Shaina?
Shaina, yes.
Welcome Shaina to the chat. Definitely it's a good thought what you have asked in the chat, that how I can maintain the activities during Diwali and maintain myself. So as I was talking about the compensation, so here the aspect again comes that if during Diwali time you are able to you're eating more sweets or you're having more snack items, then increasing your activity will help you to compensate that. There is no two words about it. So it's definitely a good thought that you want to increase your activity. But as I had mentioned before, exercise plays 20% role in how fit or how weight conscious you are. 80% role is played by the diet. So some amount of compensation would be possible by increasing your activity levels, but it won't be able to compensate if you majorly deviate or you are not able to take any control of your diet during the festival season. So I would advise is that if you have planned to increase exercise, that is definitely a good thing and you should go ahead with that, but simultaneously keep some basic precautions in mind, and a balance between the two would give you a better output.
Okay. Snehal Savant asks, are there any major risks involved in consuming Diwali snacks daily?
Welcome Snehal. There is nothing like a major risk involved as far as Diwali snacks is considered. The only thing is moderation. When we talk of a sweet snacks, it's definitely the extra sugar which is going inside your body. Also the salty snacks what are there, so you are consuming extra salt, and if it is deep fried then you are consuming extra oil. And it also depends on how it is prepared and whether it is fresh or whether it is old, because many a times during Diwali the snacks item which is available especially outsides are adulterated, and they are made with unhealthy ingredients apart from not being, so they are being substandard goods. So that is also an important part which you should consider, that from where you are getting your snack items, where you are getting your sweets. So from you should always take the snacks from the trusted sources and not go only for the most cheapest option which is available, or from any shop or any store which you don't trust. Because during Diwali the sudden increase in demand of the sweets or the snack options, due to this sudden increase in demand which cannot be compensated by the regular supply of the basic raw material, many people or many shopkeepers do resort to adulterated goods which has their own side effect. So the source of your snacks what you're consuming is definitely also important, because that will determine that what ingredients were used in preparing those. So only classifying a snack into healthy and unhealthy, it is also important from where you are sourcing. That probably will make more difference on the health aspects or the nutritional aspect of the snack.
The next user is Shivanand Swami. He asks, is it good to go in starvation mode before Diwali to save up on the calories?
Welcome Shivanand. There is no need to go on a starvation. I would not advise that you go on a starvation. But yes, preparing your body a little bit by taking some extra precautions before Diwali and cutting down on the extra calories, on eating healthy stuff before Diwali would definitely prepare your body in a better manner when you are gorging those extra sweets and delicacies. So, but not going too overboard. I would not advise starving, but yes, taking some precautions, being on a detox mode before and after the festivals would be definitely a good idea.
The next user is Pratiksha Patil. She asks, how much oily food can be consumed in a day?
Welcome Pratiksha. Well, oils are basically fats, and all fats are not bad. So you can always have fats in a limited quantities, because that is also needed in our body. But yes, fat in a fried form has not to be taken in a very large quantities. you can take some snacks which are fried and which are used with the oil, but not going too overboard will help you to cope up with the problems later. Right now, if you have too much of fat, then you will definitely have weight problems later on or digestive issues later on, which you will find difficult to handle. So the key is the moderation. You can definitely have more fat because there's no choice. If you will have relatives coming home, or you will be visiting places, or you will be going for the parties, then definitely the quantity of fat and the quantity of snacks will definitely increase. So some amount of extra fat going into your body is fine, provided you are ready to compensate before and after, as I had mentioned before.
So we've got a user who really loves ladoos, it seems. His question is, the name's Isaac. His question is it okay to have 4 to 5 ladoos in a day, or should I avoid it completely?
Welcome Isaac to the chat. As far as ladoos are concerned, we all like ladoos, and we should not avoid ladoos at all completely. And because without sweets, there's no fun in the festivals. But if you are making ladoos yourself, I would advise that make smaller ladoos so that you can restrict the quantities. And because if you make a big laddu, the chances are very high that you will eat the entire laddu in one go. But if you make small laddus, like I've seen, in sweet shops also, you get small gulab jamuns also, which are like small size of peanuts or slightly bigger than that. So that will give you when you will eat the gulab jamuns, you still, even if you have eaten 2 or 3 those small gulab jamuns, you will feel, oh, I have eaten 2 or 3. So, but you will still feel that I have eaten. So, but if you eat one big gulab jamun with the precautions which I had mentioned, then there is a very high probability that you will be able to maintain yourself and you will not put on more weight during the festive season. But still, some amount of weight gain is common. Our clinic is, we have been giving advice to the clients from last 11 years, and we have seen that after Diwali, post Diwali, there is a sudden rush of clients who come with their weight gain problems. And we have seen that many clients even put on 2 to 5 kgs during the festival seasons, because our body is a living machine. It is not a stagnant body. So we keep changing depending on what we are eating, how active we are. So festival season definitely contribute in weight gain to the people. But if we take proper precautions, then we can first of all avoid the weight gain. Secondly, if you have definitely gained the weight, I would recommend that don't let the problem become bigger, because it is easier to solve the problem when it is small. When people come to me, we take their history. Most of them tell how they have gained this weight over a period of time. So many of them has informed us that one Diwali they have gained 2 to 5 kgs. New Year again they gained 2 to 5 kgs. Next Diwali they gained 2 to 5 kgs, and now they are 10 to 15 kgs overweight. When you are 10 to 15 kgs overweight, the problem is too big. It will take too much time, effort and energy to resolve this. But if you attend the problem when it is small, when you are only 2 to 5 kgs overweight, the chances are that you will reach to your goal faster. It will take less time, effort and energy. It will take less. Anybody who crosses 100, they lose hope. That come what may, now I cannot lose weight, now I cannot become fit. It is very difficult for them to believe that after crossing 100, they can reach back to their ideal body weight of say 60 kg, 65 kg or 70 kgs. So, but why they have reached 100? Because they could not solve the problem when it is small. Every Diwali or every New Year or every festival season, when they were putting on 2 to 5 kg, they let that happen over a period of time. If they would have attended the problem after the festival season is over, then the problem would not have reached to this level. So I advise is, don't wait for the major, I can say surgery, or the major repair or a major event. When your body is giving you small signals, keep a weighing scale at home. So when you're asking this question, the first thing is to monitor your weight. Keep a weighing scale at home. Keep checking your weight every week at least. So you will come to know, okay, I was pre-Diwali, I was 67. Post-Diwali, I am 72 or 73. So immediately you will get the alarm. Okay, I have put on 2 kgs, I have put on 5 kgs. And you can take efforts to resolve this problem then and there. But if you are not even aware that how much weight you have put on, then you will not be able to do any you will not be able to attend the problem, and the problem will keep on increasing, and maybe in that case it may got out of hand. It will be very difficult to attend then. So my advice is, don't let the problem become bigger. If you weight gain even after taking the precautions during the festival season, you immediately take professional help and let the problem resolve, because 2 to 5 kgs with professional help will get resolved very quickly and in a professional manner, so that your BMR is also not going down and you will be able to maintain your fitness. That is the best strategy what I can advise you.
The next user with us is Kirti. She wants to know what is the ideal diet plan which includes Diwali preparations and normal meals.
Welcome, Kirti. As far as Diwali supplementation to maintain the level of nutrition which is needed during the festival season.
Deepika is now with us. She wants to know what is the best time to have snacks. Is it the daytime, the afternoon, or the evening time?
Okay, welcome, Deepika. Well, when you are talking of festival season, then the best time is to snacks when you are with your friends, families, and your loved ones. That is the time you should enjoy, and that is the time which you should really look forward for having snacks. So, if you are eating snacks when you are alone also, so that will become double, because you are eating when you are alone and when you are eating with your friends and families also. So that will take you overboard. But when you are only taking snacks when you are with people, so that social obligation is also over, and simultaneously your quota of snacks is also over. So I think that is the best time.
Okay, this is a popular question amongst our viewers. They are asking, how do you lose weight fast post Diwali?
Yeah, so I know that many people have these questions and many people have this problem of weight gain post Diwali. So as I was discussing in response to my previous caller, that first of all you try to take extra precautions during Diwali so that you don't have a weight gain or you don't have a weight problem. But still, if you if your weight is increased during festivals or you are not able to maintain your fitness, then definitely go for a detox body and keep checking your weight. And still, after your personal effort or self effort, if you are not able to resolve the problem, say within a week or within 10 days time, it is best to take a professional help. In that manner, you will not waste your time, effort and energy. You will get back to shape and you will get back to your ideal body weight faster, so that this does not get piled up over a period of time. Because after Diwali, it's a kind of a festival season. We have a Christmas, we have New Year. So one festival after another will keep the problem becoming severe. So festival season, which in India, and actually it starts from Ganpati time. We have Ganpati, we have Dashera, we have Durga Puja, and now Diwali. So it's in this 2 months time, mostly people gain 2 to 5 kg weight. So about 2.5 months package if you take, it will give you 8 treatments, plus you will have intensive diet counseling with our dietitian. 84 days slimming tips in your mobile daily will make you health conscious. Because what happens, festivals make you conscious by itself. There's everywhere the vibrations of festival are there, shops are decorated, festivals are coming, and your guests are coming, there are parties. That does not need any extra consciousness. But for health to sink in, to fitness to sink in, you need to have that extra consciousness. So that extra consciousness do come in when you join a professional program, because joining a professional program will give you that extra edge, that consciousness. We have 84 days slimming tips in your capsule. One message daily in your capsule will keep that consciousness alive, because there's a lot of things in slimming and fitness which you are expected to do. But being conscious about it for 2.5 months period will definitely make you take those extra steps which you are supposed to take, but you are not able to take because you just miss out on those things. So 2.5 months time or 8 sessions ULIPO package is something which will help people to lose that extra 2 to 5 kgs which they have put on during this festival time. I suppose this is what I can recommend to her.
Okay, Dr. Puneet Nayak, so that's about time for our interesting Celebrate Don't Hesitate session. So is there any words of wisdom that you'd like to share with our audience?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to tell everybody that as the name of my session goes, Celebrate Don't Hesitate. So that is the first message, that during the festivals you should definitely celebrate it with full rigor and with full pomp and show, but keeping in mind that food is not the only way to celebrate the festivals. It is that feeling of being together, the feeling of being with the loved ones, sharing the festivals and the festivities, and definitely sharing the food also will make the festival complete. It is those moments, the happy moments which you will get out of these festivals is what it is worth for. And as far as food is considered, if you take those extra precautions what I have mentioned with you, you can definitely enjoy all the festivals and have only great memories out of it without gaining extra weight. And if you do gain extra weight, definitely do not hesitate to take professional help post Diwali, so that this weight does not remains with you till the next Diwali, which again is going to add pomp and show. But do keep an eye on your weight and fitness and maintain yourself. And if you want to know more, you can visit our website www.prettislim.com, or you can call up our helpline number 8080808818 for any professional help. Thank you very much. Happy Diwali to all.